We are here again with Vinyl Talks at Curious Collections. This is Tim. I'm Rocky. Yeah, we're going to talk about new records from and for Record Store Day.
These are some great vinyls. My first choice on this list is the classic Rolling Stones album, Beggars Banquet, which brings you sympathy for the devil, street fighting man, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what year this is. I think this is like 67, 68, 69, around there. But this has got some really good classics. Is this a colored vinyl?
I don't know. I should know. Wait, it says it right there.
It should say on the back.
I think it says it on the front. 180-gram vinyl on swirling mass of gray, blue, black, and white.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's original gatefold art too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could show you the records inside, but we are instructed not to open them yet.
Yeah. So we haven't even seen what the vinyl looks like yet, but that's a promising description.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I only know Sympathy for the Devil. I don't know that I know the other songs off this record.
You should know Street Fighting Man.
Okay, yeah, that and Stray Cat Blues, now that I'm looking up the track list. Yeah, pretty rad.
And then secondly, we've got this rad 1989 release by Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Up Your Alley, which brought you the big hit, I Hate Myself for Loving You, and of course, Little Liar, and many, many more.
Yeah, you should know it.
So,
whoa, hang on, I'll put this one down. Whoa. This one also has I Wanna Be Your Dog on it. This one's on yellow vinyl.
Yellow vinyl.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's gonna match the cover, I assume, or be contrasting to it.
Yeah. And then lastly, on my list for today is this classic Van Halen live album. This was on 2 CDs, so to get this on vinyl, you had to get 4 LPs. So you're going to be paying a pretty penny for this.
Yeah, it's pretty beefy. It's like, I mean, it's thick. It might as well be a dictionary on your shelf.
Yeah.
You said this was a classic one, so they've done this one before.
Yeah, this is their 1993 release, I think.
I didn't know that.
This has Simon Hagar on it.
Okay.
And this is from their tour that was current at that time. And so, I think the release at the time was for Unlawful Knowledge.
Okay.
And they were doing stuff from 5150, Odie Wet 1-2, and maybe throwing in some of the classics in there.
Yeah.
So, so this will also be available for Record Store Day. Pick this one up.
Hell yeah.
And we really want to ramp the business up because right now things are slow here at the store.
Yeah. People are graduating and leaving and partying.
So, and we really want to keep Mary in business.
Yeah.
So it's just if you can, just come on out on Record Store Day and support her.
There's gonna be a big party.
This is gonna be a heck of a party. They're opening at 7:30 a.m. Man, I read all the email, but I forgot all the information. So
Hey, I wrote the email. Well, I wrote part of the email.
So
yeah. Well, the opening time's the one you gotta know. We'll have food and we'll have live music. And there should be coffee and lemonade and stuff. We're doing it differently this year, so instead of our titles being in the other room, it's going to be in the listening room, and it's going to be it's gonna prevent people from hiding stuff on the shelves, and also make sure people get the titles that they want without, you know, being clumsy and dropping stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah, we've all done that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, so essentially you'll come in here and pick out what you want, and then you'll pay for it at the other room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, of course now, I may have Mary bring mine
Mm-hmm.
home to me because I probably won't be able to make it in. that
What?
day, So
We'll miss you.
that's if I can get, that's if I can sway my mom to bring me in that day. So
Come on. I mean, she can party too. It's for everyone.
yeah, I know it's for everyone, but my mom's really not a big crowd person.
I feel
You
that.
know.
I respect that.
So, what I may end up doing is saying, Mary, can you bring me this record? I will pay for it when I see you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I could be a little minion for you and be like, Tim sent me. Here's the money.
Here's the money.
Yeah.
Show me the money. All right.
Yeah.
What do you have on your list there, Rock?
Well, the only one I don't have in my pile is brain salad surgery, because I'm so excited for that record. I think my coworkers are kind of annoyed because every time we get used ELP, Emerson, Lake and Palmer on the shelves, I'm always playing them. They're playing right now.
Yeah, they're playing right now as we speak.
Yeah. So there's the proof.
Yeah.
But on that vein, we have this huge Nuggets box set from the 60s. It's the original artifacts of the psychedelic era. I was raised on this collection and the Monterey Pop Festival movie, and all the artists that were at that show, like The Who and Janis Joplin and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
This box set, it's hefty, but if you want a royal crash course into 60 psychedelic, this is
psychedelic.
it.
This is it.
Yeah,
So-
it's perfect in my opinion. Gosh, where do you even start? Chocolate Watch Band's on here, Count 5, 13th Floor, Electric Prunes is the first artist that's on there. Their big hit was what is that song called? Had Too Much to Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, their other stuff was cool too.
Of course, now I wasn't born until '72, so
Well, I wasn't either.
I missed a lot of this era right here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you gotta be like me and be a time traveler and just hop back there. Yeah.
Throw on some Moody Blues or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. Also, the cover art is gorgeous. Also on my list is Zam by Frankie and the Witch Fingers. So we have our psychedelic from the 60s, and this is psychedelic from this era. This came out, I don't know, less than 10 years ago. And I got the original pressing of this, but the poor thing came and warped. So I kind of waited and was patient, and now it has a record store day release.
So you're gonna pick this one up on Saturday?
I hope so, yeah. Unless some other eager fan comes and get it. But that's gonna be a win-win for me because then I get to meet another Frankie fan. Yeah. We get Frankie every year, at least the past 4 or so years, so I think this will be, well, no, maybe they'll have another one. I don't know.
Yeah.
This may not be their last one.
Now, I'm waiting for Poison's Flesh and Blood to come out on vinyl. It was supposed to come out 2 or 3 record store days ago, but they didn't release it.
Do you know why?
I don't know.
Dang, that's disappointing.
So
Yeah.
Anyway. So these right here are our picks, and we'll see you guys on Saturday.
Yeah.
We open at 7:30, and that's all I can tell you right now.
Yeah, show up.
Just show up.
Alright, keep it real.